Hi folks, this is an acrylic, it's a very simple acrylic painting for Patreon. A basic meadow painting, very simple. Most of this is done with stipple, but I found out that I primed the paper, this watercolour paper, with both sides with some acrylic primer, and I scraped out with my finger. So it does scrape. That's a bit of an experiment, but basically it looks very complicated because there's a lot of illusion of detail in it, but there's not really. It's just using these cheap old brushes and just stippling. A bit heavier in here, but I broke up the stark or the blackness of it with some lighter greens here and there. They don't show up brilliantly, but for basic acrylic painting using watercolour paper is a very good surface. It's inexpensive, it takes very little trouble to prime it. Be careful with your PVA glue, it does vary in consistency. Some is thick and some is not so thick, so be careful when you dilute it that you don't over dilute, because then you'll just soak into the paper and it won't be that waterproof. So you'll have to do it a couple of times, but I think basic woodworking adhesive is fine. I've got to get some more. I've sort of almost run out of my 2.5 litre can. But anyway, have a go. The sky was simple. I just put in some light yellowy sky. I didn't use any ochre. I just used cadmium red, ultramarine black, and a couple of the yellows, the cadmium yellow, but both were different from different manufacturers. And this is the problem I have with burnt sienna with acrylic. It's the best burnt sienna I've ever used is the Winsor & Newton Cotman oil painting for students. That is a lovely rich dark red. But unfortunately in the acrylic it doesn't come out, it's much lighter, it's just a nondescript colour, I don't like it. But anyway, it was such a simple one to do. Have a go if you're interested in acrylic painting. You don't need a lot of colours, but I do like to use black or Payne's grey. I've got a really good Payne's grey which I forgot about. I'd already squeezed the black out onto my membrane in the stay wet palette, but they're good fun to do because they dry so quickly. But I did use some of this vet gel to lubricate it to start with. It keeps it open longer, but it doesn't dry quite so quick. But I will leave that on there to dry. Then I can just put a painting knife underneath it and lift it off. It should come off in a sheet, so I'll leave that there. But nothing is drying very fast in the weather we've had in the UK. It's been very, very wet, and it's been in for another wet afternoon, and the atmosphere is not conducive to drying, certainly drying oils. So anyway, I hope you like that one. It's very similar to what I have been doing, but they are really easy, and that's because it's just a basic painting. But it looks complicated, but I can assure you it isn't. But have a go. Anyway, see you soon. Bye bye.